Hi guys, if you follow my channel, then you know that my name is Beth and I travel with my cat Apollo full-time in our van as a solo female traveler. Now, a question that I get asked all the time by people that I meet is, how do I feel safe while I'm on the road? Do I ever get afraid? And those are really good questions. But the truth is, van life isn't about living in fear. It's about awareness and preparation. Safety is layered and there's no one single solution that's going to solve everything, but there are different things that you can set up in place to make yourself feel more safe on the road. One thing that I do is I always set out 2 camp chairs if I'm traveling by myself because I want to give the illusion there's somebody with me. I also have had suggestions like put out a pair of muddy men's boots right outside the front door along with my own. I always have mace and bear spray in several places from the front of my van all the way to the back of my van, so no matter where I'm at, I can easily reach for something. Over the years, I've also tried a couple different alarm or alert systems, but I think the biggest thing for me is being able to look outside and see what's actually going on, especially at night. I want to know if it's a vehicle, a person, or an animal out there, because from that, I can make the decision, do I need to leave right now, or can I just go back to sleep? I really wanted to find a product that would help me see what's happening outside my van, whether it's during the day or at night, but especially at night, I want to feel safe while me and Apollo are snuggled up sleeping. So today I'm going to be installing the new Tapo C465 security camera. I'm really excited after I looked at some of the reviews on this camera and read some of the features. I feel like it offers a lot. It's going to be easy to install, easy to use, and more than anything, I'm excited to see if I'm going to have a little more peace of mind traveling by myself. Right out of the box, everything was straightforward and beginner friendly. Everything you needed is included: mounting options, a charging cable, and clear instructions. I charged the battery with the included cable, which took about 5 hours, downloaded the Tapo app, and powered the camera on by holding the button for a few seconds.
Camera on.
From there, the app walks you through the setup step by step, connecting via Bluetooth, selecting your network, and I use Starlink, and you're up and running in just a few minutes. When it comes to recording, you have 2 options: local storage with a micro SD card or cloud recording through Tapo Care. Now this part is completely optional. With an SD card, you don't actually need cloud storage, and the AI detection and notifications are completely free. I decided to test the 30-day free trial because I love the convenience of unlimited cloud backup and that added peace of mind. Once everything was set up, it was time to mount the camera. I placed mine on the back corner of the van so I can see anyone approaching from the front or near my door. There's a built-in magnetic mount that works great, and while I'll probably remove it while driving for now, I love that there are stronger mounting options available if I decide to expand my setup later. There's a product called Sea-Sucker, and you can actually use those magnets outside your van or vehicle while driving, and I've had friends using cameras mounted on them, so if I decide to leave my camera up, I think I would use that. After adjusting the solar panel for optimal charging, which you can use by just a quick slip of a button, I jumped back into the app to fine-tune the detection settings. You can actually choose what the camera looks for, whether it's motion, people, vehicle, or pets. And I turned everything on while I tested the system so nothing gets missed. There's a few features that really stood out to me. One that I really liked is that it has a 4K video and zoom options, and there's instant notifications without a subscription. There's an optional 24/7 capture, but the one that I like the most is the color night vision. There's even a built-in spotlight that turns on when motion is detected at night, which is a huge plus if someone wanders too close to my vehicle. For me, having the ability to see, hear, and be alerted to what's happening outside my van, especially at night, adds a layer of peace of mind. It lets me and Apollo relax and actually enjoy van life the way it's meant to be: calm, comfortable, and present. Now, I've also shared another van life video in the past just talking about, is van life safe? And in that video, I share a couple stories of some scary situations that happened to me. What I try to always do though is be authentic and honest on how I handle the situation, what I learned from it, and especially what I would do differently moving forward. I think it's very important that people realize you sometimes think you're going to respond in a specific way, but until you're in that situation, you don't always know. And so I have had a couple things that have happened to me that I've learned from them and what I would do differently. And so I do share those stories because I want you guys to learn from my mistakes and for me to learn lessons from the things that I've experienced. And part of that is just being real and sharing what's happened. There were a couple situations that I felt unsafe, but many times I've left a camp spot or where I wanted to park just based on who I saw there or just a feeling that I got when I arrived. And I always say, listen to that gut feeling. It's your intuition telling you to listen. And so I do leave if I don't feel safe. I think it's always better to be safe than sorry. One of the videos you might know from one of my encounters is called Strangers Were Looking in My Van, and I share a story about a very uncomfortable situation I had where I had two men approach my van and one was actually looking in my windows. Now, I didn't handle the situation perfectly, but what I would do moving forward, I talk about in my video on things I could do differently, which I have implemented those, but I do feel it's important to always share the things that we learn because what I learned in a situation is maybe something you could learn from and take a precaution for as well. From what I've learned over the last 4 years of travel, peace of mind is more than just a product. It's about awareness and preparation. And this new security camera gives me that extra reassurance, which I'm really grateful for. Well, me and Apollo have places to go and adventures to have, and so I just want to make sure that you guys know if you have more questions and you want to learn more about the Tapo C465, definitely click on my link in the description below. I have more information there for you, but I'm really excited to see if this is going to be something that me and Apollo like for our travels while on the road.